In every man's life, there comes a choice between two paths. One, a path full of darkness and treachery. The other, a path that is bright and playful. But what the man doesn't realize is that he must either suffer through the pain and treachery while on the path to success, or suffer through the pain and darkness at the end of the path to failure. I was playing outside with my neighbor. You guys know he's my best friend. And he asked me a question. He asked, well, how? How do you get so good so quickly? And like, why do you feel so much better than everybody else? Because, my neighbor has known me for what, 6, 7 years now. And, I was kind of a bitch for most of those years. Like, let's be honest, I wasn't, it happened until a little over a year ago. So, why suddenly did I like feel so much better? Why do I look so much better than I used to in just that year? And much better than every guy. Not every guy, almost every guy I see. What it really comes down to is just trying. Like, let's be honest. There wasn't anything I changed in my life in the past, year that would have made a difference if I didn't try. Because let's be honest, I've tried to do diets before when I was a bitch, and I've tried to do other things like that, and they haven't worked. And you know why they haven't worked? Because I didn't try hard enough. And that's what I do. Most people, everything they do, they half-ass it. Let's be honest. They go to soccer practice and they're like just there like, oh, I'm just gonna get through it. Uh. They go to swimming and they're just kind of like, oh, I'll make the intervals. They go to the gym. They start doing bench press. And as soon as it starts to hurt, they're like, all right, I'm done. Dude, you really think you guys are going to improve by not trying? You're half-assing everything you do. You can literally become better than 90% of people today by just simply trying at everything you do. By as soon as there's something in front of you, you say, well, it's here now. I may as well try my hardest. Because I don't care what other people say, They're like, oh, as long as you try your best. If you try your best, you will not fail. And I don't mean, oh, I'll try my best now, but then later I'll stop. Or I'll give it 90%. No, if you give it absolutely 100% of your effort at everything you do, if you give it all your effort, you cannot fail. It's not possible. But most people aren't capable of trying their best. Here, I'll raise my hand and say, I'm not capable of trying my best all the time. There are times when I struggle, where I don't want to try my best. And what happens? I get bad grades. I get low views. My best performing video was about how being a bad diet might be a good thing, right? That video, I talk about how I tried super hard to get my diet right. And even if I didn't have the knowledge, I still succeeded. My diet got better and better and better. And now I'm here talking to you guys about how to try. And the funny thing is, it's really that simple. Take everything you're doing right now and put in 10% more effort. You don't even have to try your best. Put in 10% more effort. And that will compound because it's not 10% linearly. 10% on top of 10% on top of 10%, and you're going straight up. That's all you have to do. Sorry. Tape. Just try. Just trust me on this, and you really just have to try. And I don't know what else to tell you. It's all you have to do to be better than 90% of people. You just have to try hard. You have to try in everything you do. You have to build the habit of trying. And I don't mean try on things you want to do. Like if you love to play soccer, you try when you play soccer. Good, that's great. But if you hate school, you've got to try when you do school too. You've got to try to make your work as good as possible because if you're not, you're not making yourself better. Because what really happens when you try hard, when you don't want to, is that's a discipline. You know, every guy on this platform talks about how important discipline is. What is discipline? Trying when you don't want to. So just try. And I don't mean try new things. I mean really put in effort when you work. You know, when you go to martial arts class, I was guilty of this for a long time. I would just half-ass it. You know, I'd get up to the front of the line, kick, and then I'd walk to the back. I don't care. But just try. Like, if I put in more effort when I was younger, I would be an absolutely terrifying martial artist. You know, I'm 5'11 at 15. I weigh 170 pounds. I'm trying to get that up. I think I'm like 175 now. So, high fives. But, you know, I weigh 175 pounds. And I'm a really good spar. Like, best in my school. Maybe not best elsewhere because my school kind of sucks. But best in my school means I can definitely beat up anybody I want to at 5'10", you know, like I'm nearly 6 foot. I'm not 5'10", I'm 5'11" and 3/4, but I'm nearly 6 foot. So I can really beat up anybody I want because and if I put in more effort when I was younger, I would be terrifying as a martial artist. But I put in effort now and I've already grown so much in my martial arts. Like, you know, before my first ever tournament, I got third place in sparring. I come back after putting in extra effort. We have another tournament. First guy fought 5-0. Second guy fought 5-0. Third guy fought 4-2. I won the whole thing, and I got hit twice. Incredible. So just that effort that I put in skyrocketed me to the top. And I know that this sounds corny, and I'm like, oh, as long as you try your best. Yes, as long as you try your best, you will succeed. And I'm being serious. So many guys will be like, "Oh, dang, how come I didn't succeed?" Well, because you didn't try your best. You know that thing when your parents told you that you need to try your best always to succeed? They were right. It turns out your mom and dad, they were right a lot when they were talking about things you need to do to succeed. Trying your best. If you try your best at everything you do, you will succeed. You don't even have to try your best. But I want you to do this the next time you do anything that you don't want to do. Make the conscious effort to try just a little bit more, just 10% more. It doesn't have to be all your energy, just 10% more. And that will make it so much better. It'll make it so much better because you will learn how to try very hard. You'll learn how to try harder each time. And those little improvements are what really make the difference. Because, well, you don't see them now. In a month from now, let's say you have bad grades in school, you make the conscious effort to try a little bit harder in school. A month from now, all your grades will be one letter up. You know, if you had all C's, you have all B's, maybe a couple A's, just from trying a little bit more. Maybe try a little bit more in the gym and you gain 1 pound of muscle mass. No, I will never stop taking opportunities to show you my arms because I'm very proud of them. Even if they're not huge, my arms are actually, they're very long. So you know what I mean? But I'm not coping about it. I'm just kind of sad. I want to grow them more. We dropped from 50-pound hammer curls down to 25, and our arms were shot. So there's another one. You could try when you work out. Get a gym bro that forces you to try when you work out. Because this guy, he is stronger than me, but I will never accept that fact. So I will push myself to past my limits so I can keep up with him. And you know, it makes me sore as hell, but it works. I feel the best I've ever done in the gym. I've my 1 rep maxes have skyrocketed and my looks have skyrocketed. And even when I'm bulking, I can see that, the muscle is really starting to come through. So just trying with him made me so much better. And I just tried a little more because I made the conscious effort to try a little more to keep up with it. Worked. So that's my spiel. The next time you do anything, make the conscious effort to put in a little bit more effort. And trust me, that effort will compound, it will compound, it will compound, and you will be way better off. You'll never know why you didn't start this before. And that's what I want you to do. All right. I hope this video helped you do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. I love you guys. Bye bye.